Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Monday, April 29th, Major League Baseball slate. A lot of games going on for a Monday. Kind of shocked, actually, how many games we got going on for a Monday. As normally as that can be a light day, like Mondays and Thursdays are normally pretty light on this one, but a pretty full day, especially for us. If you're new to our show, first of all, welcome. Second part is we fade or follow four teams: Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, Orioles this season. So we all four teams in action. We'll give you all the bets we have in those games, and then we'll also give you maybe some other plays in the rest of the games on the schedule. So let's get started. First game out of the chute, 3:36 out here in Phoenix, 6:36 Eastern time. Orioles hosting the Yankees, first and second place teams in the American League East so far this season. Orioles come off a bad beat. Craig Kimbrell costing them two games in the set with the A's as they lose the series to the A's. They lose 2 out of 3 games. Decent offensive day, but unfortunately Kimbrell gives up a couple-run homer. He gives up a wild pitch to tie up the game, and they lose in extras. So basically, it was Craig Kimbrell, lost a couple of those games. O's played well enough to actually win all 3, but unfortunately, the closer let him down in that one. So what do we like here? Clark Schmidt, Grayson Rodriguez. Rodriguez has pitched really well. His last start out, though, was a little rocky. So one blip on the screen basically for him for the whole season against Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt's pitched pretty well. No complaints on that one. The difference here is if you can limit the Yankees' home run ball, you can beat the Yankees. If you don't limit them, the Yankees are gonna smother you, right? So I think the Orioles get a little bit, they got some decent success against Clark Schmidt as well. Grayson Rodriguez has done okay against the Yankees in this one, but we're going to roll with the home team. They're a slight favorite in this one, about $1.30 or so favorite, total around 9. So give us the Orioles in this matchup here. Orioles money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Orioles over the team total. Orioles -0.5 run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. And then we've got actually 3 guys. Normally we got 2 batters, but we got 3 guys that have done well against Schmidt, so we're going to play all 3 of them. Gunnar, Henderson, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Ryan Mountcastle, who's also been on fire. He's got, I believe, back-to-back days with the home run as well and multiple hits. So Mountcastle, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. And Jordan Westburg, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So let's give you those bets one more time. Orioles, Yankees. Orioles money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Orioles over the team total. Orioles -0.5 run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Gunnar Henderson, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Ryan Mountcastle, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Jordan Westburg, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Next game up, Monday, 3:41 out here in Phoenix, 6:41 Eastern time. They're actually finishing the series up between the Nationals and the Marlins. Irvin pitching against Rogers. Marlins are $1.46 favorite here, total at 8. The way the Nationals have been hitting the ball the last couple of games, probably smart play here to play the Nationals over their team total, which I'm assuming is probably going to be 3.5, 4.5 in that range. I would probably play over that. Nationals plus money doesn't sound bad either. And maybe even the total over 8 combined, but definitely the Nationals have been mashing the ball last few games out over team total there. Next game up, 3:41 here in Phoenix, 6:41 Eastern time. St. Louis Cardinals are heading to Detroit. Tigers just took 2 out of 3 from the Royals. In that one, Mats versus Maeda. Now, the Cardinals do get a break here as they're going to face Skubal and a couple of the top pitchers for the Tigers, it looks like, in this series. Mats isn't, a world beater either. But I don't expect a lot of runs from the Tigers in this one. And to be really honest, the Cardinals have struggled mightily to get clutch hits. Total at 8, we would like the under in that particular matchup there. Next game up, 4:08 out here in Phoenix, 7:08 Eastern Time. Royals, after losing 2 out of 3 to Detroit, are now headed to Toronto. We got a rook on the mound here who's not started this season. Bolin versus Mr. Rodriguez. Blue Jays are about $1.50 favorite in this one. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know the Blue Jays just beat the Dodgers 3-1, but they lost the first 2 games because they can't score runs. Their offense grounds out more than anybody I've ever seen or watched. It is absolutely just ugly to watch. So what do we play in this game? Do you play the favorite even though they struggle to score? The Royals are streaky. They either score 0-1 or they score like 10. There's not a lot of in between for the Royals in this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the dog here, try to play the dog. And if I had to bet this game, another bet you could look at besides the bets we're going to go through, are under 8.5. As I just don't, even with the rook out there, a lot of times first time major leaguers see a pitcher, it doesn't go well. The pitcher seems to have the edge because there's no tape on him whatsoever. So we'll go with the Royals here. Royals money line plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Royals over the team total. Royals plus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Now, Bobby Witt did hit Rodriguez well the last time, as well as Garcia, so we're going to play both of those guys. Bobby Witt, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Maikel Garcia, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time in this Royals-Blue Jays matchup. Royals money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Royals over their team total. Royals plus a half a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Bobby Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Maikel Garcia, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, 4:11 out here in Phoenix, 7:11 Eastern Time. Cubs, Mets, Severino pitching for the Mets, Jameson Taillon for the Cubs. Now, it is a struggle for me to play the Mets as a favorite against anybody. I'm not going to lie. They do strike out a ton, which leads to not a lot of runs unless they're popping off homers. Jameson Taillon has pitched out of his rear end his first few starts after coming back from the injury. Severino's pitched well so far this season. Taillon is due for a blow-up. It's just the way Taillon pitches. I don't know why, can't tell you. And not only that, a lot of Mets hitters have some excellent at-bats against Taillon. So we're going to roll with the Mets in this particular case here. It's not the easiest call in the world here on this one, playing the Mets as a favorite. Much rather have it as a coin flip game, but they are a slight favorite here, and I understand why. They are at home. They've been hitting a little bit here and there, but they do strike out a ton. Taillon does strike some guys out, no question about it, as he does have swing and miss stuff, but he just implodes like an inning in like probably every second, and not every other start, but probably every third start, and that's what we're looking at here in this game here. So we're going to play the Mets in this one. Mets money line, minus 1.5, minus 2.5, minus 3.5 on the run line. Mets over the team total. Mets minus half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. And then Nimmo, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. And Alonso, who does have a dinger off Italian previously. Alonso, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So let's go through those one more time for you. Mets money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Mets over the team total. Mets minus half a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Nimmo, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Pete Alonso, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits in that game there. So Cubs, we're looking at the Mets in game 1. Next game up, 4:41 out here in Phoenix, 7:41 Eastern Time. Twins going to the White Sox. Joe Ryan, and congratulations to the White Sox. They swept the Rays. Unbelievable run for the weekend for them on that one there. Congratulations to the White Sox. We think the winning streak ends at 3. Joe Ryan's been pitching well against Crochet in this one. We'd lay it with the Twins here. They're about $1.60 favorite going into this game. Next game up, 4:41 Eastern time, or 4:41 out here in Phoenix, 7:41 Eastern as well. Tampa Bay Rays, Pete Pote, they're heading into Milwaukee to pitch against Wilson. Brewers are a slight favorite here. We would definitely play the Brewers, and it's not because we think Pete Pote's a bad pitcher, but if you score 2 runs against the Rays, you probably got a winner. That's how bad that offense has been struggling, so would lean towards the Brewers in this one. Next game up, Phillies head into L.A. for after playing San Diego for the weekend series. 6:39 out here in Phoenix, 9:39 Eastern Time. Griffin Canning versus Sanchez. This is Phillies all the way here. I still think the Angels are one of the worst teams in baseball. Maybe not as bad as the White Sox, but by the time this is all said and done, it's probably going to look pretty damn close in this one. Phillies are about $1.30-ish favorite. We would lay heavily with the Phillies. Next game up, 6:41 out here in Phoenix, and it is a Arizona Diamondback home game, 9:41 Eastern Time. Dodgers come to town. They took 2 out of 3. They did break up that 5-game winning streak, though, as they just couldn't muster any runs against Gausman, even though they've hit him well before. But Paxton pitching versus Tommy Henry here. A couple left-handers taking the mound. The Diamondbacks normally struggle mightily against the Dodgers in the regular season at home. That's been the norm for a lot of years here. Now, in the playoffs, the Diamondbacks have snuck up and got them. But with Tommy Henry pitching, even though Paxton does give up, he's going to give up some runs, but so does Tommy Henry's probably going to give up more, and that's why you're looking at a total of 10 in this particular game. We like the Dodgers game 1 of this series. Ohtani's hit a home run off of him. Will Smith's had good success against Henry as well. So we'll be playing with the Dodgers. Dodgers money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers -0.5 a run first 3 and 5 innings, -1.5 the front 7. And we're going to play Ohtani, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Will Smith, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. One more time, Dodgers D-backs. Game 1 of the set. Dodgers money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over the 4.5 team total. Dodgers -0.5 a run, first 3 and 5 innings, -1.5 front 7. Ohtani, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 4+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Will Smith, homer, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, Reds, Padres, 6:41 as well out here in Phoenix, 9:41 Eastern Time. Reds coming to town. Waldron's pitched okay. Lodolo's pitched not so okay. Padres, they can score some runs. They have the affliction a lot of other teams do as well, which is without the homer, they struggle to score. The Reds, they can manufacture some runs, but they somewhat reliant on the home run as well. This game here, the Padres a slight favorite, about $1.15 favorite roughly in this one. To be really honest, I'm thinking over in this game. Don't know if you had a lean on either side. As the Reds played the Rangers pretty tough over the weekend as well, but we'd probably lean to that over of 8. Next game up, Atlanta Braves headed to Seattle. Bobby Miller for the Mariners and Max Fried for the Braves. The Braves' best starting pitcher, or at least he better be if they plan on advancing in the playoffs, right? Braves about $1.50 favorite in this one, total at 7.5. it's been Seattle's been a little hot as of late, right? Scoring maybe a few more runs. Atlanta, has been, their offense is not as powerful as it was last year. They've struggled a little bit compared to last year. Last year was just a banner year offensively. This game here, though, we would lean slightly towards the Braves, play the favorite in this one. And next game up, Pirates going to Oakland to play in front of 2,000 fans there. Boyle pitching against Vader in this one. Pirates a slight favorite. I don't know if you saw the A's over the weekend, but they hammered out enough runs to get a couple wins on the road. Had a hell of a road trip. Looked like 5-4, I think, on the road trip. So excellent job by the A's there on this one here. Pirates are a $1.32 favorite and shouldn't be that big a favorite in this particular game. So we lean slightly towards the A's here. Take the plus money in that particular game there. So at the all the bets that we just made, the easiest way to find those is going to be on our Google Sheets. You can find those in multiple ways. So first thing is at the end of every episode on YouTube, you can find a link there, docs.google.com/spreadsheet, or you can find them on our YouTube and TikTok channels. You'll find a link there as well. So all you have to do is click into that link if you want to look at these baseball bets for April 29th. Just click the baseball tab and then scroll down to April 29th. You'll be able to see all of these bets. So make sure you do that. It's a great reference point as we're going to roll through in 4 games. We're going to have close to 100 bets. So to keep track of all those dang things, to see which ones you like the best, you'll need to probably look at those Google Sheets and check that, use them as a reference point on that one. So do that when you get some time. And as always, if you could subscribe or follow us on whatever social media platform you're watching us on, we'd greatly appreciate it. So it makes life really simple to find us. Once we hit subscribe or follow, we'll be in your subscription or follower tab. Or if you want to make life even easier, turn on those notifications for the social media platform you found us on, and you'll get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.